the moment I hear a call, I had this little motorbike. So what I will do is just grab my camera, jump on the bike, and then zoom off to whatever community or village based on the description I'm given. And most of the time, I'll miss the village anyway. You can't even ride a motorbike to those villages. So I would have to park somewhere across the rivers and walk for miles till I got to the area. And then I would now be met with, of course, the usual picture. As you approach any village, from the distance, you can see the smoke, in the skyline as the villages are burning. And then you walk, then you now begin to see the bodies scattered all over the fields. Predominantly, usually, they're just children or women who are trying to run with their children and trying to protect them, but they all get hurt. And so the bodies are scattered all over the place. And then as you approach the village, then other people too begin to come. And then you are greeted with all the screaming and the crying and the wailing of, villagers as people begin to gather. Having gone to so many villages, I could see a pattern. I could see the ways they were done. So I just knew that this was just not Christian youths or Muslim youths just attacking one another just simply because, they were jobless. So I think those were the kind of things that just got me, again, trying to document whatever I could get and trying to, listen. I would speak to some of the friends I have either in the army or in the police and say, look, this is my thinking, what do you think? Most of them will say, you don't want to go there. Or they'll say, just forget it. Or, well, even if you did, what else can you do? What I'm hoping to do is just make them available, really. For me, and like many other people around me, I think we're just so desperate to get this whole atrocity to just simply stop, whichever way. So whatever I do, I just try to present it to whichever persons I feel are in the best position to make very good use of what I've been able to get. And most of the time really is just for the advocacy, to just be able to say, look, as much as the government denies this has happened, and as long as they continue to throw the politically correct narrative on the, in the public domain, is to just simply say, no, this is not exactly true of what the government is saying. Unless there is accountability, unless some people are made accountable for the bloodshed, for the deaths, for the destruction of these communities, I do not see any other way out of this. I honestly don't see. It might take a long time, it might take hundreds of years to come, but unless that happens, all we will simply do is bottle up, and then years down the line, we have the same thing explode again.
Kuna tura ni. Awai kuma.